Hi everyone, this is Salvi coming to you with some VTuber news today. I do try to get you as much as I can, and of course I do hope I earn a subscription, and I do hope I earn a follow, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And of course be sure to do that before the video ends, and I do hope that you enjoy the things that I have for you. Rudu Valentine is what I'm going to call them, a dark demon elf VTuber. Of course, I always mispronounce these things. I always mispronounce these things. So we're just going to go with Rudu Valentine. There we go. This is an issue that they're having right now. They did have a violation, according to them, for a community guideline strike. You know, with Twitch, when it comes to VTubers, it can be any darn little thing. It's mass reporting. You know, you could use the word, certain words that are banned, and boom, there you go, community guideline strike. Or you could just not let someone simp enough for you, and then boom, community guideline strike. Said not even a year of me being a Twitch partner and this happened. Last stream, I mentioned about not getting any ad revenues from Twitch for weeks now. After that stream, they emailed me this. No warnings, just straight out suspending my account and terminating my partnership. I have never done anything against the rules of Twitch since I have started streaming on the platform. So this seems like retribution. And like I said, I am on Twitch myself, but I have seen this happen again and again and again, and it really ticks me off. And it said, I wasn't even aware of any fraudulent activity. I was told to appeal my case, but the ticket and the portal is not allowing me to do so. How do I appeal my case, Twitch support? I sent a couple of tickets regarding this. Your appeals portal is not working. I've seen so many of us VTubers getting wrongly accused and suspended for fraud activities we aren't even aware of. Recently, of course, we had the Mythos, the whole entire Mythos generation banned for that. And that is something that's not good. That is something that I don't like. That I have, of course, mentioned that a lot of times it is mass reporting. A lot of times it is a bad take from the AI. It just sees it that way. It's freaking crazy. It really is. It is very annoying. I hate that they're doing this. But unfortunately, a lot of times you don't have a lot of other options other than going to Twitter. Please investigate this properly and let us appeal. You recently become aware of unacceptable level of commerce-related fraudulent activity associated with your Twitch account, Rusia. After an investigation, this activity violates our Twitch terms of service and is a breach of your partner agreement. We have decided to terminate the agreement. This termination is effective as of 4/9/2025. To submit an appeal to our fraud department, please request it at that Twitch TV. The account login issues, payout suspension. Note, attempting to evade restrictions placed on your account may result in additional penalties, up to and including indefinite suspension. So no ban evasion, pretty much. And here it says, botted accounts for ad revenue is one of the things they're having there. We can't have more people watching us if you're not that big, or else you're botting for ads, which is what's happening here. She's being accused of botting for ads because she suddenly started getting more viewers. Sometimes it just happens where, you know, you hit the right algorithm, you have promoted things properly, whatever have you, and then you end up getting good views. Twitch is committed to keeping things blah blah blah. Community guidance violation is using botted or stolen accounts to inflate advertising revenue on Twitch channel. Why would someone do that to inflate ad revenue when the ad revenue on Twitch is utter dog water? You have to be the level of Iron Mouse or others like that in order to get any ad revenue, period. Usually, like for me, I think it's been like the most I've gotten is like 5 cents, 20 cents, that type of thing. I hardly ever get, maybe like once or twice a year, get a check from Twitch for ad revenue and stuff like that. Like once or twice a year. In purchases or payouts, suspension length permanent. So that is what they're saying. They're saying that she botted views to get more ad revenue. Like I said, Twitch does not really give you very much ad revenue. It's even worse than YouTube. So why the F would someone be doing that? Despite all the negativity and stress this thing has caused, I'm so thankful to my community for sticking with me wherever I go. Today will be forever be appreciated. So yeah, that is what they're saying here, of course. And continuing on here, settled it. They asked me to appeal to get it turned down right away. This is harsh. Be careful out there, fellow VTubers. Thank you for reaching out. Our goal to provide a safe and secure experience. After careful and extensive review of your account history, we suspended your account for engaging in supporting activity that violates our terms of service. Twitch reserves the right to suspend user accounts at our discretion and without notice. Please read our terms of service and community guidelines to learn how much activity is prohibited on our service, basically. They're still accusing her of botting. It looks like it's absolutely an AI response. Absolutely no human took a look at this. It's AI, it's bot. They just rejected it right away. Not good, and this is why I'm calling it out. because Twitch, you really, really have a big problem in the sense that PR, every time you try to fix it, this type of stuff happens again, and you screw yourself over, you shoot yourself in the foot, whatever the heck you want to call it, you really know how to mess things up, Twitch. Dooby 3D, you may already know who she once was. She's an affiliate of a certain company. I will not mention them here, of course, not because they don't want to be mentioned, not because, you know, it's something hidden, everyone knows, but I want to focus at this point that Dooby is Dooby and no one else. So, I do have a bit of news, though. There is a bit of news that can worry some, but let me let you know before I even get to it. It's not what you think it is. It is just them kind of, you know, letting out what they are going to be saying. It says here, just dumping some thoughts down below. They did not use this. They did not put this on their main account. They put this on a side account that they have, which is Dooby, because I believe Dooby 3D. Oh, never mind. It is on their main account. It's Dooby 3D, 423k subscribers. So here we go. Sorry for the lack of streams. Not gonna lie, maybe after 11 plus years of streaming, my brain is semi-fried on it. I don't know what to do. So there may be a little bit of a burnout, maybe just a little bit of wanting to take a break. It's okay. I really, really appreciate all the support everyone has shown me. Thank you, thank you. I 100% don't want to quit, but it's okay to pause memberships until I figure things out properly, and I do feel like that time will come hopefully soon. If there's times when I'm not feeling well enough to stream, it weighs on my mind and a bit that I'm probably letting you guys down. This is something that a lot of VTubers have, myself included, but we're talking about the bigger VTubers here who actually have a huge community. Like, she has a community 40 times bigger than mine. So, sometimes you do feel, as a content creator, like you are responsible for the entertainment of your community to bring something to your community, and if you don't, you feel like you're failing them. There's times when I'm not feeling well enough to stream. I mind that I'm probably getting you guys down, even though you're the ones who support me and keep me going. I feel really lucky to have so many people that watch streams and care about me or the things that I do. Thinking about lowering the YouTube member price anyways for now. Some crazy cool things cooking that you guys will see soon. I'm also trying to figure out a better arrangement for personal stuff since she does live with family. Since being in a space with others drains me so hard, but it just makes the most sense out of a lot of ways. But sometimes it feels like there's so many people relying on me, and although that should be a motivator, I keep curling into a ball trying to shut everything out by reading and playing games. Yet not enough energy or comfortable enough to stream how I want. So yeah, there's just some complications in everything. It is a little bit of burnout, I think. Dooby has been going out for a long time. A decade, according to what she says. Over a decade. So that's a lot of time to be creating anything. I know I overcomplicate things in my mindset on streaming, but it feels like there's so much to consider overall. How streams are presented, how I present myself, carefully choosing words, trying to stay upbeat and full of energy despite other things. There's a part of me that still craves the carefree attitude that came so easily before, but I don't really have any ideas on how to get there again. Outside of streaming, tend to be more low energy and apathetic. Oh boy, that's me. She's my spirit animal. For freaking heck, she is my spirit animal. But I've always tried to be more bubbly and sunshiny on stream, especially since I want to cheer those who are watching. That is a lot to do, especially if you have a low social battery or you are a low energy person like myself. It is a lot of work to bring in some kind of energy, some kind of not being monotone. It takes a lot out of you to do it. That's one thing that I definitely commiserate with Dooby, because it does take a lot of energy. I am nowhere near as bubbly as she is, but yeah, it does take a lot of energy. Especially since I want to cheer those watching, but in a way, I feel like that's also been so difficult to keep up for so long. It is, when you're not being your full self and you have to feel like you have to bring something new to someone else, to the streams, to whatever, it can weigh on you heavily. Probably better said to a professional or something, but I also wanted to type it out to be upfront, since maybe that's a step in the right direction somehow. It is. It kind of can be cathartic to write it out. Plus, typing it out versus saying it on stream means no clipping or framing things in a different way or tripping over my own words. Oh boy, I trip over my own words every single day. I can understand of, people. Luckily, it seems like there are a lot of good clippers that would clip the entirety of everything and the entirety of what she wants to say and the full context. There have been issues with clippers in the past where they don't do the full context. Of course. What I need is a fortified, padded room with just me and my PCs. Just kidding, unless. Anyways, thank you again. Sorry for breaking the fourth wall, so to speak, Hope it's not too much of a read. If you guys want to leave any advice or feedback, feel free to. Just downloaded OSRS. I'm thinking about trying it on stream, bring me back to the good old days. And of course, you know, a sticking tongue out Dooby with also a cat there. And of course, I'll add some extra context real quick because why not? I already opened this can of worms. She wants to be able to provide support for people in their life. Really been a dream come true. And just wanted to add that opening up about something online is actually daunting. Might pick something specific to blame based on things I myself have talked about. Life isn't that black and white. I'm seriously so lucky to be surrounded with good people. That's the thing. She has good people. She has good friends. She has good family. She has good community that helps her out a ton. She wants to offer something individually in return to everybody, but at the very least, hope the community is in a good place to let out your frustrations and shoot the S with others if need be. So she wants a good, comforting community for everybody. Wonder if it's a mistake to write so much. It's not a mistake, Dooby. It isn't. It's good to let it out because that's cathartic. Like I said, it can help free you up. But I see Markiplier or other creators more open about their mental states and slightly more personal things, so I thought maybe I should try that out too. But in a way that's a bit more comfortable for me. Anyways, I have some solutions and things in mind. So she already has some solutions planned, and that's good. The thing is, that I want to, even though I've gone for very long reading this, because you know I always do read it fully, it is basically, she's not leaving, she's not going to quit, she's not blaming anything specifically, it's no one's specific fault, it's just one of those things that it's a little bit of burnout, a little bit of everything just coming into one. She hasn't really taken any big breaks recently, she hasn't really taken any big breaks for the whole time. It is, as she says, and as she writes there. This is just me thinking, you know, it's a little bit of everything, especially since she says she has, she's more chill, more laid back, and she has to kind of bring out that energy, bring out more energy when she's streaming. So I can understand all of those points. And I do hope this break that she's taking, or whatever breaks she does take, helps her out in the future. Morinaka Kazaki is a Japanese VTuber with Nijisanji, along with Mugi, Alice, Toya, Gaku, Gizarin III, all those. So why am I talking about her? She is joining Aoi Sakura, or has joined already Aoi Sakura, who used to be Yuki Chihiro. Just to kind of give you an idea, basically the reason why I'm doing all of this extra stuff here is this is an ex-Niji member who graduated, who is actually doing a collab with a Niji member who also is, you know, currently in there. I think the reason why this is being allowed, you know, compared to other ones, is that Aoi Sakura has created her own independent VTuber agency. She's basically, it's company to company stuff instead of VTuber to company stuff. Instead of indie VTuber to company stuff, it is company to company, which makes it easier for her to bridge that gap, because there's a huge gap that's bridged. You know, a lot of times when you leave, like Yuki Chihiro graduated or retired or whatever, back in the day, whenever you do that, a lot of times you are unofficially blacklisted. Not a fully blacklisted, but you know, since you are your own independent self, they can't really control you with any kind of contract, especially Nijisanji can't control you with a contract. A lot of times they don't want to get you in there again. You were once of theirs, they don't want you there again, even if it's just collabing with other people. You have to either do an off collab with a, if the Nijisanji people still have a weird PL, which is usually not allowed in Nijisanji, you know, that kind of stuff. You have to go through a whole new rigmarole in order to get things done. But with her, because Aoi Sakura has created her own agency, she's able to do this. Now let's take a look. I talked a lot, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry for talking so much. Let's take a look at what they did. You're doing some Overwatch 2, having some fun. Nice, nice, nice. I don't even know what some of these people do. What the heck? These look like new characters. I haven't played Overwatch 2 since it came out. And that's how long it's been. It's been that long since I played Overwatch 2. It came out. This is the last time I played Overwatch 2. That's freaking, yes, that gives you a good idea. So I know the hamster ball, I know that. I don't know a lot of other ones that are there though. Junkrat, hamster ball, all those. So yeah, they're having fun. And like I said, the big news here is I think this is the first time that we have an ex-Niji with an actual Niji on their normal account instead of a PL or something like that. But like I said, it's because Aoi Sakura has her own agency now, and it is company to company. VSekai has a debut announcement, which they are saying is the EN Generation Apex. What it is in adoptables. They are adopting these two. One of them is Taiga VS, as can be seen here. I will not scroll down because they are loot on main. And the other one down here is Leo Leon, who is a former member of Wactor. They are a member, well, they didn't even become a member because I'm going to show you why. This is what happened 2 years ago on April 8th, 2023. What had happened here was that they said, both of them, the two members decided to quit on their own. They were going to be a part of Wactor around April 8th or so, but both him and Tendrai Calvas was going to be, they were going to be a part of it. They quit. And Ibara Kiran is the one that is supposed to be it. Ibara Kiran is the one on the left here. You can see a little bit of similarities to what you see here. At least the hair is a similarity. Beyond that, I don't think there's much of a similarity. So, yes, this is the VTuber that's going to be a part of VSekai Gen 1, the Apex generation. It is very good news for them because this is a bigger organization that they're going to be a part of. As you can see, both of them there. Taiga VS is pretty darn big on their own, so it is insane that they're going to be a part of it. So there we go. Both of them are there. You're not ready for this. I do like the whole intro thing that they're doing there.
Literally right now.
I do like it. I do like what they're doing. I do like the way that they're doing it. So yeah, it is very, very nice. You can see the whole thing. They're doing it very properly. They're doing it the best that they can. It's amazing to see overall because it is promotion that gets you there. Promotion is what gets your new generation known and seen by everybody. Taking a little bit of extra effort to do this is going to go a long way, as Hololive has already shown, and other organizations like Face Connect and others have already shown. The only one that doesn't do it is Company A, it seems. So, Hololive Indonesia, as you know, is a very popular side of Hololive, of the external side of Hololive, the non-Japanese version of Hololive, even though a lot of them, in fact I believe most of them, can speak Japanese at least a little bit. So they have had their outfit reveals. At least 2 of the 3 he mentioned here have had their outfit reveals. We have Ayunda Risu and Moona Hoshinova, who have already had their reveals, and Airani Iofi is going to be having that on the April 12th, 2200 JST, which is, I think, like 5 a.m. or whatever, my time, 6 a.m. on the 12th, which is Saturday, on my time. And this is being recorded before that moment, so, of course, this is something that won't have Iofi. I'm still going to be mentioning her, but she won't have it. Ayunda Risu is, of course, the Squirrel VTuber of Hololive ID, as you can see back there. And, of course, she is having her debut, her little outfit debut. And I love this because it even did a little bit of a manga, a little comic thingy, a little comic strip of it. So, yeah, they have all that stuff there. A little bit of lore. And here we go. Let's take a look. Of course, gotta show the grippers, gotta show the feces.
So we're gonna go.
She's focusing on that for all those who enjoy the feet.
Like, I did a lot of assistance on humans, on their survivals and
so she's like
growth,
a deity, I guess.
basically.
Very cute, of course. Reminds me of Squirrel Girl at this point. I played Marvel Rivals way too much, I think. So it reminds me of Squirrel Girl at this point.
I'm gonna zoom out a little bit to
it's
show
a very
you
cute,
little
fluffy.
by little.
It is very much like a spring-esque, like a Mother Nature type of thing. It is very nice. And of course she has a shawl, it looks like, over it as well. Shawl, cloak, whatever you want to call it, like a cloak. I think it's more of a cloak. She has that.
And
it's very, very nice.
I can also put it over my head.
Which is nice. That's what I wanted to show you as well.
You gotta see the flower a bit closer.
Yeah, she has hummingbirds holding her
let's
hair.
go.
That's cute. That's cute. Cute in its own way. That's very cute in its own way. She can't do the green screen because she has a lot of green elements, so they would it would break. So that's why she went for a blue screen, because there is more green than blue where she's at. So the blue screen does help in case if anyone wants to use that. Usually they do green screens. Let's go on for Moona Hoshinova, who is of course right here. We all know what she is. She's also an amazing member of Hololive ID. Let's take a look at her. Of course, you go for the feet. This time the feet are covered. Holy moly, for some people that's going to be blasphemy, but yes, the feet are covered. She has nice ribbons there. And here's a side as well, kind of showing everything.
It's pretty sharp.
I love that. The chain going around, nice. Little pendant in the middle and chain and everything. Very nice. There she goes. More like cloak stuff.
I'm sorry, darling. I don't know what should I say. This is my first time actually showing here.
The low voices, oh my goodness.
Form. Well, it's a special mood.
They're using their mommy voices or whatever people want to call it. Their lower tone voices. That's why Risu sounded way different. Because she's using her lower tone voices, not her high and chipper voice. Because they are playing another character right now. It does have very much of a fortune teller theme. A kind of star theme still in it. Yeah.
But I have another things to do. I have another things to show you. I used to be alone.
And of course, showing the flowiness of the dress as well. And other wonderful things. There you go. See? That's Moona.
Check it out.
She has a ball. She has a crystal ball.
Check it out.
She has, I don't know if that is controlling the world. I don't know what it is, but it's there. So yeah. A lot of wonderful different aspects of it. There's the full thing.
That shines. But also, yes. Even.
And of course, she's having her Pandora Moona Hoshinova's album is coming out, so she's announcing that.
Well,
and then of course you have blue, the blue background, and you have green screen.
Have to be careful.
So it depends. It depends on what you want. But there it is. And lastly, of course, since Iofi is the one that's also going to be the last one there, by the time you've watched this, probably Iofi has already shown off their outfit. But that is the outfit reveal is going to be 6 a.m. my time on the 12th. And right now I am recording this on the 11th. So yeah. It probably will have been there by then. And of course, it's going to be another amazing showcase for her. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. Why do I do that? Because I want it to be a positive space. A space where we help each other out and we make each other happy by helping each other out. So, of course, I do have my news stuff, and it is something that can be on the negative side sometimes, so I try to keep this little area a nice space to be. So, of course, we're talking today about Spoofie Gelid. My wings don't work since I'm from down under. They are, of course, another VTuber here. Let's take a look. They have 820 followers, and let's take a look at something that they've done recently over here.
Not a good way to go either way. Holy shit. Okay. Let me bring this up. Predict where they would be. I'm not good at prediction.
I'm very not good at prediction either.
No one look at me! I accidentally pressed Q instead of W and I get to test my ult. Okay, you know what? It is what it is, I guess.
Best healer.
Oh my god, I need to start paying attention to my...
Best healer forever and ever. There we go. The best one. Now, of course, we have Spoofie on YouTube as well. They have a nice following on YouTube as well. They do post some videos on there, and they also post their live streams on there. They do a little bit of, well, they used to. They used to do a little bit of that. They're doing more on the sense of videos right now. So, of course, take a look at that if that's something you want to look at. Thank you so much, Spoofie, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps in some way. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.